Good morning, beloveds. How are you? It is Monday, April the 25th, and I was doing some work, as you all know that I do, and I heard my angel say to come and share it with all of you. So I don't know if anyone's going to join me today, but come on in. Happy Monday, April the 25th, everybody. It is my godfather, my Uncle Vince's heavenly birthday today, and he's been gone 24 years, and I still feel him all the time. And he is the one that my son carries his middle name, my Uncle Vincenzo. And so I'm feeling a lot of energies around me this morning, and I wanted to come on because what I was doing is really important, and I thought you might want to do it too. So if you say hello, I see people are starting to gather. I'm streaming live on both my pages today, so all of you know who I am. Welcome. Happy Monday, the last Monday of April, everybody. If you can believe it, April the 25th already. It is so hard to believe. So this morning, I was cutting some cords. That's the old language. Some of us use dissolve cords. And I thought that I would share it with you. Cords are energetic ties that we create with others. And they're not good or bad, right or wrong. They are just energetic ties that we create when we meet people, when we interact with them, when we love them. And so today, I wanted to share a little bit about cords and how to release them. I like that language. It's a little bit lighter, if you will. Cutting feels, and I've experienced the severity of cutting cords. So let's talk about releasing cords. Sometimes we have unhealthy energetic ties that bind us to relationships that are no longer benefiting our greater good. In order to free ourselves from these ties, we need to talk to the divine. And so this morning, it's Mindful Monday. And I thought, in order to be mindful with myself and you, I would share. And you can, if you want to, you can do this too. And so I'm just going to say it. And if you want, you can say, and so it is at the end. Okay? Goes like this. Dear God, universe, source, creator, dear Archangel Michael, dear Archangel Raphael, my guardian angels and my guides, all benevolent beings of love and light, I call upon you now to help me heal, let go, and to release any etheric cords that are no longer serving my highest and greatest good or my higher purpose. I ask that all cords attached to me that are not aligned with love, light, and positive intention, attention, etc., be released now. Help me to release them and surround me in a healing light to protect me from any further attachments that are not in love and light. Thank you. Amen. And so it is. And I ask, dear Archangel Raphael, to heal up the attachments. I ask, dear Archangel Shamuel, to fill me with love and light. And I ask God to send back all energy that is not of love and light to be transmuted into love and light. And so it is. So that is our cord releasing ceremony. And you can say, and so it is, if you would like to do that as well. This is what I'm feeling today. Yesterday, I had an amazing day with a lot of beautiful, beautiful women and a couple of beautiful men at International Day with the Angels. And what I recognized was that in 11 years that I have been healing, I am healing, and I am not the same person that I was. And for some, they're having a really hard time with it. And for those closest to me, we seem to be having a lot of triggers. And I was reminded that the only thing I can control is my own heart and my own intentions. And that these ties are thick. And so this morning, as we do this cord releasing, we will need to do it again and again and again and again. In order to heal, we need to learn that it is releasing and letting go, releasing and letting go, and then filling up is a process that we need to do as often as we feel guided. And you may feel, because right now I am feeling the pain in my heart. And so today I'm like this because I'm going for a facial. Dalen is in town from Ponoka here in Calgary, and I get to go for my facial that I haven't had for 4 months because she moved from around the corner to Ponoka. And I'm just going to nurture me. That's what self-love is. It's allowing yourself to be exactly who you are without judgment, to see yourself through the eyes of the divine, and to utilize all of these spiritual practices that the divine supports us with, and that we need to ask them for support. And to make sure that as you set intentions each day, that you continue to send love from your heart to the other person that you're releasing, because you always want to release with love. I also found myself saying in my meditation this morning to this person that I'm releasing, you are free and I am free. And I hope that they find whatever they're looking for. And that sometimes you're not meant to journey with that person for a while. And it's okay. As long as the intention is love and light and peace and happiness and prayer for that person and yourself, not to lose yourself while you're in this process. And this morning, I felt strongly guided. I received this beautiful deck a couple of years ago from a very beautiful friend of mine. This deck is Angel Love by one of the very first angel ladies, Kimberly Maroney, that I have had the blessing of sitting in circle with, of learning and growing with, of being a part of her gentle heart. And Marilee gifted me this deck, and she reminded me of my friendship and kind support. And so, the thing is, as you release people, you need to fill your heart with those that see you, that understand you, that love you unconditionally, to release with love. I'm hearing my angels say, when we release with love, and to let go. And if it, what's that saying? If it comes back, it was yours. If it doesn't, it never was. And I'm seeing like doves being released. We do it with peace. Peace. And so with these cards, I'd love to pull us a message today. I'm going to pull 2 cards. For some reason, I can't see the comments. I'm really sorry, you guys. I can't see any comments. But I'm going to pull 2 cards from this beautiful deck. If you want card number 1, put 1 in the comments or intend it. If you want card number 2, then put 2 in the comments. And let's see. That's card number 1. Let's see. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome back to Calgary. Polly is so happy to be able to see you this week. Okay, so card number 1 is card number 31, fulfillment. So it's interesting because as soon as I see that word, it is, what do I need to fulfill my own heart and to allow the divine in to help you fill your heart. So this is card number 31, and I would love to share with you the intentions of this deck. I have not used this deck, in all honesty, and so I'd love to share with you. It says, the important thing is not to think much, but to love much. So not to think much and to love much, and do that which best stirs you to love. That's Saint Teresa of Avila. And the angel of fulfillment seeks opportunities to fill your heart with such unconditional love that you feel like you are home. You are home. That's the type of love that you want to bring in, not the love that hurts you, that pains you. And that's on both sides. It is to come into the realization of what is causing these triggers and how can we heal them. And sometimes space needs to be created in order for there to be your forgiveness work, in order to return and lean back into love. Home is a place that offers fulfillment, comfort, and peace. You feel at home when your soul is connected with the source of its creation. There is more to you than the body you live in. You are indeed vaster than the person you believe yourself to be. You have a soul that is eternal and is the truest part of your being. The desires of your soul guide you relentlessly toward a deeper connection with the love and glory of your eternal self. Through that connection, you can experience the boundless qualities of eternal love, which lets you feel as if you have come home. If you search deeply within yourself, you will recognize the desires of your soul. These desires are often simple: to feel the love of the Lord, to love others, to find truth, to return to your spiritual home. The feeling of fulfillment comes about when you experience a connection with the eternal love emanating from your soul and from the source. The desire for fulfillment is a strong force. When the connections to the soul and to eternal love are absent, it is normal to seek fulfillment in the things in your life: mates, children, social status, and possessions. The things of life can bring you pleasure, but they can't satisfy the desperate desire of your soul for unconditional love. Where are you seeking fulfillment? If you chose card number 1, I would love for you to put a hand on your heart right now and to be deeply honest with yourself. Where are you seeking fulfillment? Are you expecting it in your spouse? Have you come to a point in your relationship where you feel bored or dissatisfied? Are you often critical of your partner? Another person cannot fulfill the desires of the soul. Only eternal love from the source can do this. So, this is referencing a mate, which it is not, in my case right now, a mate. And so, this is an opportunity to go within to, where are you seeking fulfillment? If this is your card, number 1 today, really sit with that you might want to journal on it, get really clear what fulfills your heart, and go after it, because you deserve it. For once in your life, put you first. Okay? Card number 2, I love card number 2. It is 22. It is illumination. Illumination. So, you'll see a lot of light in this card. When I see illumination, I think of, what do I need to be illuminated from myself? It is filling up with more light and asking the angels to illuminate your path. And so again, it is card number 22. And let's just see how it guides us today. There are very few human beings who receive the truth, complete and staggering by instant illumination. Most of them acquire it fragment by fragment, on a small scale by successive developments, cellularly like a laborious mosaic. That's Anai Nin, an American novelist. The angel of illumination shines God's light of awareness upon you. So if you are card number 2 today, allow yourself to be illuminated by God's light. The light of the Supreme Spirit is more brilliant than 1,000 suns, infused with unconditional love. There's that love again, unconditional love, not conditional love, where you are only loved when you show up a certain way that others expect you to show up. And when they're pointing a finger, 3 are pointing back. When the angel shines this light upon you, the truest part of you is illuminated. Your soul receives increased awareness and love from the illumination. So it's interesting, because what I'm feeling right now is that even as I'm sharing, we opened up this live today, this Mindful Monday live, with releasing cords, releasing unhealthy attachments with love. That's the caveat. We always do it with love. We may want to do it with ego and anger. However, I strongly encourage you to put the hand on your heart, to continue to ask God and the angels to illuminate the situation so you can see it from that higher perspective, so that you not only see your own part in this, but that the whole situation is illuminated in light. When the angel illumination touches you with God's light, darkened areas are also exposed. This is the thing. People love your light. And if you're like me, they do not like when you show up in shadow energy, in ego energy, in reactionary energy. And then they're all pointing fingers. And it's up to you to ask the angels to illuminate you and the situation so that you know what is going on. And that, it's interesting that we lost connection for a moment, because the angels are saying, what part of your life is the angel calling to your attention? What part don't you want to see? Maybe you've allowed the bad behavior your whole life. Maybe you're finally at the point where the illumination is showing you things that you don't like, and that you are going to have to make a choice. You're going to have the courage if you want things to change. It is not, the answers they are saying are not in another person. They are in you. The light of awareness brings your attention to things that you haven't noticed about yourself or are trying to ignore. What parts of your life is the angel calling to your attention? Which feelings or attitudes are being exposed? It can be painful to recognize the dark, ugly parts of yourself, such as feelings of jealousy and hatred. And this is what I want to say. Just because we may work with angels or ask them in, we do not need to be an angel on this earth. We may at times have people say, oh, you're so angelic, and we may aspire to be. However, we are human, and it is okay to embrace our humanness, our light, our dark, our shadow, all parts of us, and intend to do better each day. It is good to become aware of these hidden elements. You can feel the jealousy, you can feel the hatred. It is an illuminated part to heal, to learn and grow and expand into your best version by acknowledging, by illuminating those parts. You don't need to hide them, suppress them, pretend to be anything that you're not. When you can see into the darkness, you can do something to find the truer, more loving parts of yourself. God is with you in the darkest moments when your illusions are illuminated. Experiencing this is difficult because with illumination, your soul feels the embrace of unconditional love, and your illusions seem 100 times worse when they're so sharply contrasted with the embrace of love. And I think that's why I'm in so much pain this morning, because yesterday, as I sat in the angel energy of this beautiful container that my teacher Cindy Smith and Jaden Sterling and others created for us, when you sit in that high vibration and you open yourself up to God, to your guardian angels, to Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and Archangel Ariel, who I'm going to begin to work closely with today, and Archangel Nathaniel. Those are two that I haven't really worked with. I know who they are, and I don't know a lot, so you guys are all going to grow with me with these two angels. And today, our guidance is to seek that fulfillment and illumination from the divine to support us. So I'm just going to close with illumination reveals truth. Because of God's mercy, illumination often comes in smaller doses that can be tolerated as your feelings and attitudes are exposed. Do you become or feel discouraged when you become aware of an area of darkness? That's a big question. What do you do when you seek the light in everything, and maybe all somebody brings to the table is darkness, and the light revolts them? What do you do? How do you handle that? When you recognize that they are light and yet they deny the light, they choose not to hold the light, they choose to ignore the light. And I'm hearing the angel, what they do is none of your business. All you can do is continue to be the light, share the light, hold the light, clear your light. Like, it is just up to you. And so don't worry. They say, feel encouraged because the angel illumination is guiding you deeper into persistent issues so your heart can open to greater love and awareness. And when you become aware of areas that need work, do you feel confused or caught up in self-judgment? Change your perspective, even though it may feel uncomfortable. See your newness as a positive thing and use it to move forward. Feel gratitude that you are seeing this darkness in yourself. So, it is acknowledging it. It's interesting because yesterday I shared, we are in the eclipse season again. We are, coming out of the full moon at Easter and really sitting in this energy that can feel so chaotic. And the answer to that is twofold: to connect through your crown to the divine, and to also, it's threefold. Ask all of your team in, which can be God, universe, source, creator, guardian angel, benevolent guardian angels, our benevolent and holy archangels, and also connect to Gaia, Mother Earth. and allowing her, that was such a big theme yesterday, allowing the angels and Mother Earth to support your vibration. She can handle when you are doing the releasing of energies that no longer support you. She's strong enough to transmute it. You no longer have to carry it in your body. So maybe you are experiencing heart pain the way that I was this week. Or maybe if you're like me, I am manifesting this humongous hernia. Humongous. And Wednesday I'm going for an ultrasound, and hernias are abuse. What am I allowing to go on in my life? What level? Whether real or perceived, it's mine. And so, it's interesting because I'm feeling guided to just share the secret language of your body. Mother Earth will take what you need to release. And I'm just going to share with you what it says about hernias. Let's just see here, because it is so interesting. And I have 146. So let's see what it says. And I'm at the point where I need to, see? So hernias are, let's just wait for this to come back. Hernias are controlled, taken advantage of, manipulated, exploited, feeling stuck in a rut and that things are hopeless, negative attitude, guilt, anger, feeling burdened by life, self-sabotage, blocking your creative expression. So for me, I know that this is my work this week, is to really sit with what do I need to fulfill my life, and is being illuminated, and to sit with my dark, because other people's is none of my concern, it's my own. So beautiful messages for us today. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Shirley. Oh, Ron, I'm so glad. He's so looking forward to seeing you. He's over the moon, happy. Yes, send them love, exactly. However, our healing happens in our own hearts. And when you are feeling or manifesting symptoms, that's your work. And you have a choice to sit with it, acknowledge it, heal it, or not. A lot of us humans tend to use substances to deal and cope. And I no longer use substances. I don't need drugs or cigarettes or alcohol or whatever. And I think that pisses some people off. And it doesn't matter what they think about me. I'm hearing Sunny Dawn Johnston in my head. And I often, when I get ungrounded, I say to myself, what would Sunny do in this situation? How would she deal? How would she show up? How would she elevate? And that's what I'm going to do. I had my emergency session with her on Thursday. I filled my heart up yesterday, and I feel strongly I need a silent retreat with my own head, because my son's psychiatrist said that everything that I have walked through with him his whole life, I have PTSD. And so I need to concentrate on me while continuing to hold my light and support others, and that I can be both light and dark. And the right people will love me. Beautiful, Rhonda. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today. These are the beautiful cards, with gratitude to Kimberly Maroney for creating them, and to my soul sister, Marilee Damaris, who has been an amazing light on my journey, who continues to send love and light, and is one of the greatest spiritual mediums that I know. She used to work at John of God, clearing all of our physical bodies of all attachments, so that when in the good old days, when we would go in front of John of God, our energy, our aura was clear. That's what energies are. That's what cords are. They're attachments that are unhealthy. So if I can be of service with a reading and helping you releasing cords, please let me know. Giulianamello.com. I wish you all healing. I wish you all health. I wish you unconditional love. One of the hardest lessons of Earth School. And each day we can intend to give it to ourselves as the divine intended for us. Have an amazing day, everybody. I am so excited to go for my facial today. So excited. I'm so grateful to Dalen. What fulfills your heart? And what do you need illuminated? Big messages for today. Bye, everybody. So much love to each of you, from my heart to all of you. Namaste. Bye, friends.